What the fuck, man?
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Okay, whatever, I'm not gonna switch.
Let's just play. We can do this like this.
What's up? It looks like an alright comp.
You think so?
Yeah, I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah, a lot worse indeed, yeah.
Yeah, Mercy solo heal, she can get her ult up nice and quick.
See positive things and everything, I like it.
You got it, man.
Attackers incoming.
You have to think positive about it.
Little boy, you're going to hell. You said bad words for rushing the buzz, and now there's a your tail.
Hey guys, Simpson2142 here, reporting to you from the eternal pits of Elo Hell once more. And today I'm going to be talking about those kind of matches where your team immediately gets dominated by the enemy from the get-go. Now I believe we've all had these kind of matches regardless of what rank we are, whether it be that the enemy has completely pushed the payload to the final goal with over 5 minutes to spare, whether they have effortlessly ploughed through our defences on 2 CP maps, whether they have taken the first 2 points on King of the Hill with a 100% cap ratio. I know I've certainly had a few of these. And quite naturally, this will cause a lot of anger and tension within yourself and the rest of your team. And so people start to flame one another, people start to troll pick, or maybe they just flat out rage quit or go AFK until the match is over. Which unsurprisingly only seals your fate, leads to a total wipeout, and results in you losing a high amount of skill points. But what I found in my experience through competitive matches is that no matter how hard the odds seem to be stacked against you, there is always a chance to make a comeback. Chances are it's not even down to your team being overall less skilled than the enemy, but more leaning into other factors, such as your hero picks and team composition, whether you're moving in as a unit, whether you're coordinating attacks, focusing on the right picks, etc, etc. So what I'm going to show you is a match I recently played on King of the Hill, where for the first round our team is getting absolutely annihilated. We immediately lose the initial team fight, and just can't seem to touch the point then on after. It gets to the point where the enemy is on 99% and overtime has commenced. Yet we make a few changes to our strategy, communicate a little bit, and manage to completely turn the tables, not only securing the point and eventually winning the first round, but then actually going on to win the next 2 rounds. So I'll play the footage now in the background for you and sort of give you a running commentary of what was happening and my thought process at the time.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Okay, so first thing I decided to do is insta-lock Junkrat. The last few rounds I've been playing support roles such as Ana and Zenyatta, and I just wanted to have a bit more fun with this, go a bit more of a DPS route. Unfortunately, as you can see in front of me, instantly everyone's picked a DPS character, or 4 people have picked a DPS character, so not the greatest of starts.
Not the greatest start. Me and Junkrat went first, and May and Widow are useless here.
Although I can see what this guy is saying, it's not the best response to have. Just because you're the first one to pick a DPS hero does not mean you have the instant rights to them, and to instantly shit on the other picks saying Widowmaker's useless and May's useless, again, is only going to antagonise those players. If anything, Widow can be very effective as Pharahs tend to dominate this map on King of the Hill, and if she can land her picks, it'll actually be a very good way of countering the enemy's composition. And now it's gone even worse, where we actually have 5 DPS heroes and just 1 healer, and he's not really a very primary healer as it's Lucio, so if he was playing his character right, he'd be spending half his time using his speed boost function rather than focusing on the healing aspect.
Oh, now we got a soldier too.
Perfect day for some mayhem.
I'll start and give everyone some inspiration.
Okay, so credit to this guy, he does actually bite his lip and decides to play a bit more of a tank role to try and fit more of a traditional composition. So I follow suit and I have a bit of a think about which the other healer should be that I pick. In the end, I decide to opt for Ana. A reason being is that I figure without any proper shielding, Roadhog could take a lot of damage very quickly, and there's also some great ult potential combinations, such as with the Soldier's Tactical Visor, or the Roadhog's ultimate Whole Hog.
On this point, but we'll see.
There is also
She's good point clearer. D.Va asleep.
Never mind.
Now, one thing I was noticing as I was playing this game was the enemy Farah and just how close she actually was to the rest of our team. Now, Farah can be a huge pain if she's at distance, but when she's this close, she should actually be a relatively easy pick. Unfortunately, as you can see, she's already taken out our soldier, but she is within range of our other close range heroes and should be easily melted on point. Now, to be fair, I could have done better with Zana, as dealing 80 damage per shot could have quite easily scared that Farah off or even killed her. I did try and throw my nade, but as you can see, it missed horrendously. And as you can see from this point, our main DPS has gone, our main tanks have gone, and this team fight is well and truly lost.
Soldier's not on the voice channel, he doesn't know what's going on.
We just get told here that our soldier is not in the voice chat, which unfortunately is a commonplace on competitive servers. I always talk about how communication is the key and working with your team, but obviously if people aren't in the voice chat, it makes it very difficult. So we're not able to really communicate with our soldier, let him know where he should be focusing, or where the Farah is so he can keep her at bay. Now we're going for our second engagement. Unfortunately, I hit the sleep dart just a little too late. Our Lucio gets absolutely wrecked. Reaper's just taken out our soldier. And so already the second team fight is instantly lost.
Junkrat. Just do something.
I can't do it.
And so now our Mei has switched off and gone to Junkrat, which is arguably not the best choice, because at the moment Farah is the one causing us the problems, and Junkrat is not a very good counter to her due to his short range. So I decide to switch off Ana at this point because the heal factor is not getting its most potential, and so I decide to go for more of a DPS support role. That way I can get the Discord on Farah, and perhaps then our soldier will have the capabilities to take her down. I noticed also that we weren't getting very many picks as a team in a whole, and so if our guy has gone to Junkrat and he's going to be dealing high damage per second, it will make sense to put some Discord on the enemy's players, help him get the picks, and therefore perhaps we can actually swing the team fight. And yeah, even with this pick as Zen, it immediately doesn't go well either. I'm trying to communicate as to who we've got Discorded so our team knows to focus them down, but unfortunately our team is a little bit scattered at the moment. And then Farah pops her ult, completely wipes us out, and you can tell just by how well we're doing with these picks here. I mean, at the moment, I've got 1 elimination, and it's currently gold. And I've got 956 damage, and that is currently bronze for our DPS. And so now we're just in that classic stage where people are just mindlessly going to throw themselves on the point, contest as long as they can. Okay, so Azaria pops her ult, but unfortunately it doesn't really amount to much. You can see in the kill feed we don't actually attain any real picks from it. And then as you notice there in the kill feed, our soldier finally gets a pick on the Farah. That way I decide to actually move in without fear of being picked off by one of her rockets.
So she's supposed to do something.
On the right, Roadhog. He's discorded. Melt him away. And against all odds, we actually managed to cap that point. Very lucky on my behalf as well, as that Roadhog somehow missed his hook. Otherwise I'd be an insta-pick and it would probably have been game over. So I make it my priority to let the team know where the Farah is located and whether I discorded her. She's clearly quite a heavy carry on the enemy team, and so she is a target prioritization. Okay, Farah's coming up on the right.
Roadhog's low.
She's discorded. She's backed off. Right here, I'm kind of following our soldier. He's not in the voice comms, but he is our main DPS, so I'm trying to keep him orbed up and healed, as well as discording any targets in front of him so he can quickly melt them away, and therefore we can get a pick and ultimately win the team fight. And even though I do get taken out, as you can see from the kill feed, we are holding even numbers for the team fight, and the Farah has been taken down, which was the key threat. Yeah, we've got a good few ults as well.
Just would be nice.
Someone, Lucio's in
I
area.
am ready to activate the sound barrier.
My ultimate is almost ready. Yeah, let's move. No. I'm
One little great thing I like about Zen Discord orbs as well is that even though you can Discord an enemy and they go out of your line of sight, you can briefly follow them for what route they're taking. So great if you manage to Discord a Genji and you can see if he's going to try and take a left flank, right flank, etc. Now our D.Va starts to push a bit forward here, but I do remember that they have a Roadhog, and so yeah, I try and bring her back, and credit to her, she comes back and we form a nice little tight death ball on the point. Because if her defense matrix goes down, that Pharah is going to start getting easy picks on us once more.
Here. Zen, can you put a harmony bar on me? Never mind.
So, there's one thing to note as well if you don't often play healer. If you are going to call out to your healer to try and put some heals on you, it is great that you are using the voice comms to make that obvious, but at the same time also try and give a brief hint at your location. As for that point there, I knew D.Va wanted heals, but I wasn't quite aware as to where she was on the map, and by the point I could get heals on her, it was a bit too late.
No, I don't need it.
Too fast for me to rescue.
Nice.
Got all done.
Epic block from our D.Va right there, top points.
Nice.
Reaper's low and discorded. Nice. Right, D.Va's Discord,
D.Va,
out of mech. Hide. Good dodge. Belter away.
Best round.
Oh, good. Okay, so that's how we turned it around from a 99% to nothing to actually securing the round. And even though the team was beginning to sort of take unconventional picks, they were starting to flame one another, we managed to pull it back, and by the end of the round, we were all happy and harmonious. Funny that when you actually start to win. So as you can see from there, it's just about analysing the match, the picks that are going on, the synergy between the team, and what is and what isn't happening. Let me know if you do like this sort of match analysis commentary type of video. If you do, I will gladly make more for you. Do let me know, but until the next one guys, take care.